want to send this out to
Yeah.
other folks and
Once he tell me
okay.
to let's go, I'll.
All right. Praise God. We're on the air right now, and unfortunately, we were having some difficulty going live on Facebook. So a lot of people are on Facebook asking us where we're at, because normally we come on Friday evening somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 o'clock. But for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've had some real technical issues. So Facebook is still loading. In the meantime, we're recording this on Zoom. We're fortunate enough to have two guests beside our co-host, Evangelist Linda Johnson Spence. I'm sitting in for the most beautiful woman in the world, Dr. Carol Sherman. And I'll let Evangelist Spence introduce our other guests. Go right ahead, Evangelist Spence.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dwayne Sherman from Chicago, Illinois. And it's a blessing to be on the program tonight. But of course, my name is Linda Johnson Spence, and I've been affiliated with the Gold and our program for almost 2 years. December will make it 2 years. So I'm really blessed tonight to introduce someone who means a lot to Free Bay and to us. And his name is Mr. Ty Best. We call him Mr. Dream Chaser himself. He's the author of a book, Traveling Around the World, placed in the hands of mothers, fathers, grandparents, and even children. The Dream Chaser Manifesto, a man whose household includes 100 years of freedom. So guess what? He can tell us how to be free. His son, Alex, I believe is in his 30s, and his son, Gabe, is around 18. And they've never had to submit an application to an employer. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you someone who means the world to me, and especially my team. He's been to Raleigh on several occasions, Mr. Tyrone Best from Newport News, Virginia. Hey. Welcome, Mr. Best.
Hey, well, thank you, Evangelist Johnson Spence. Look, I'm just glad to be here, and I thank you for the introduction. Thank you to Dr. Sherman. I appreciate just the time to be with you guys, and thanks those who will join us and those who may see this later. This will be a little different presentation than our normal presentation style. Let me say this, I'm gonna walk you through this and let you understand what we're doing. And I just believe what we're doing is one of the most significant things that this country's ever seen to support our mission as a company, as an organization, to support our goal to help also close the wealth gap between what I call the haves and the have-nots. Because it's a fundamental thing that had kept people from closing that wealth gap, from making money. We've all been taught to get educated, and many of us are taught to also work hard along with the education. But if working hard was the key to wealth, a lot more people will be wealthy. Okay, so we know that's not the key. It really is the key. It's a part of it. Some work is required. Okay, but just working hard. I mean, 80, 90% of Americans all put in 40 to 6 hours a week somewhere on some job. Work hard. So we know that's not necessarily the key. So anyway, if you've been looking for a better way, you come to the right place. And so I'm going to ask you just change the slide, and I'm going to talk as the slide go up. This couple you're looking to right here, he's an excellent example. They're an excellent example of what I'm talking about. This couple, I met myself when we first started exchanging gold, learning the importance of exchanging declining dollars for gold. And that was approximately, it'll be 7 years in November, in fact. And I met this couple, and at the time I met him, she was a corporate trainer, been a corporate trainer for about 20 years. He been in the mortgage business. He's was a six-figure income earner in the mortgage industry, managed 3 branches for Wells Fargo, and he was looking for a better way. And it just so happens when he heard about what we were doing, got involved, and inside of 5 years, he created a 7-figure year income. Okay, he's one of the first people. But really, I didn't even get him started. A guy called me and asked to get in the business. Just telling you the whole story. Since we got a few minutes, a guy called me and asked. I tell you how God works. Okay, I'm not going to preach to you because I know a lot of new people get to see this thing and they might understand what I'm saying. But let's put it this way: the guy that called me and asked to get in the business was a young man I saw and mentored for about maybe less than a month. back in 1996. I hadn't talked to this man in 17 years. And he heard about what I was doing, picked up the phone and called me and he said, I understand what you're doing and I would like you to sponsor me. And I was smart enough to say, sure, no problem. And then he made a phone call to this couple right here and they got in, and in 103 days, he was able to leave his job as a mortgage banker. And so in the last 6 years, he's freed himself, he freed his wife, he's freed his mother, he's freed his 4 kids, his 4 children, all adult children now, from anyone's job. He did that inside the first 2-3 years in the business, freed himself in 103 days. But it took him a few years to free everybody else. And so that's what's unique about what we're doing. We're not experimenting, we're not guessing, we know how to do it, we know how to go about it. And he's just one of dozens of examples of people who gain their freedom when plugging into our system. Next slide. Of course, oh, that's him showing, look, go ahead, that's okay, show it off. I think it's important to see that Range Rover because that Range Rover,
Yes, sir.
he walked into a dealership last year, okay? Now, I love to talk because see, look, folks, let me tell you, I've been free for 35 years. I've been free now, for 25 years. I've been in the industry for 37. I've been free for a long time. And I get more impressed and I tell stories about people on the team than me because no one's impressed. My wife retired at 32. I retired at 40. I haven't had a job in 25 years. And so when I tell you I've made money in this industry, like, yeah, but you've been around for a long time. When I talk about somebody else who's done it recently, it truly has more impact. This couple walked to a Range Rover dealership. He had that on his dream board. He wanted to get one for his wife, walked in there and not just bought the Range Rover, paid cash for it. He took his MasterCard and swiped it and walked out the door with the car and the title. That's what the difference is. Everybody got an automobile, okay? But not everybody pay cash for it. Big difference. Okay, now we can go to the next slide. All right. Our mission is to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. That's the Wealth Builders Worldwide mission. You know, we're not going to talk about the products, the goods, the service. We say we're salespeople. We are a sales team. But we do not sell products, goods, or services. I have nothing against selling those things. I've sold them from 1983 until I got involved 7 years ago of teaching people how to exchange dollars for gold. We sell people on the infinite possibility of their lives and the power of their dreams. If there's any lack of anything on this planet right now, it's a lack of hope, a lack of dreams, a lack of belief that people need to be fed on, need to be built up to believe that it's possible for them to do more than just go to work for 40 to 45 years for somebody else, okay? And if they have already done the 35 or 40 for somebody else, it's still possible to dream. And that's one of the most exciting things to me about what we do is we have people who are 65, 70, 75, 80, 90 years old who are still dreaming as a result of people like Miss Linda Johnson Spencer, Marilyn Dobin, people like the Shermans coming to people's lives and say, it's okay, regardless of their age, to keep dreaming, okay? Next slide, please, we're good. And that's the sales job. That's the hard thing we sell. We don't sell on buying gold. You don't buy gold, it's like buying money, like buying 4 quarters. You don't buy money, you exchange dollars for money, okay? We're a global organization of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs mean that we understand independence, we understand self-reliance, we understand that it's possible when we decide to plug in with a team of people of like-minded heading in the same direction. And we provide tools and training 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now, even when we finish this, there'll be a live presentation taking place tonight at 9 o'clock on goldrocks.info. And right after that presentation, there'll be about a 15, 20-minute breakdown of his compensation plan I'm about to go through right now. So next slide, we good, we rolling, okay? We do power calls, training calls, or that's my wife and I. This whole slide is about teaching people to dream. It's about saying it's okay to dream. They refer to me as the dream master because they know 80% of my conversation is gonna be, what's your dream? Where do you see yourself in the next 12 months? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? That's my latest book. I've written 4 books on the industry. My latest one called The Dream Chaser Manifesto is a dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. The challenge of this business is we're not doing anything complicated in this business. The challenge of our business is to teach a person it's okay to dream. It's okay to think outside that box. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm not waiting for the boss to give me a raise. I'm going to get something done myself. The day you decide to plug in the Wealth Builders Worldwide, to plug into our system, which is free to join, you are the CEO of your company, and you can start the dream again, and you are in control of that process. That's what my whole page is all about. That's me with Miss Monisha and Miss Dion Stevens. The most important keys to building wealth. Watch this. Number one, pay yourself first. I mean, that's not a new philosophy. The richest man in Babylon, read I think in 1927 by George Clayson, says the first thing is learn how to pay yourself first, learn how to asset accumulation. The most important thing about an asset is, watch this, most people, truly folks, do not know the difference between an asset and a liability. And there you are in our Wealth Builders Worldwide family. We got 5-year-olds, 6-years-old can tell you an asset puts money in your pocket, puts cash flow in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. A car is a liability. Don't let anybody tell you. A house is a liability. The only time it's not a liability is when you have the title. Before they're in the house, and I mean, people get upset when I say this. I said, look, you don't own the house. You own the mortgage. The bank owns the house. You own the mortgage. Your mortgage, your house is a liability. I should say now, we can make a little bit of exception. You got a little equity in the house, but you still own the house. It's a liability. On the bank statement, it's an asset. On your statement, it's a liability when you owe one dime on it. That's what it is. That's the truth. Now, we're going to try out being in business for yourself and why. I've been saying this since 1983. The average person do not understand why they should be in business for themselves, but the tax code in America is designed for people who own a business. People get upset when they hear Jeff Bezos paid $0 in taxes last year. Well, and Amazon paid $0 in taxes. There's a reason for that. There's a legal reason for that. The tax structure is designed for the person who puts their money back into the economy to stimulate the economy. So instead of a businessman like Jeff Bezos, say, putting the $10 million in his pocket, he take the $10 million and build new buildings and hire 100 new people. That stimulates employment in the environment. It stimulates for enterprise. It creates jobs. There are tax benefits to doing that. So that's why you should be in business for yourself. And if you're not, keeping it simple, I tell people, I said, the first 3 months out of every year, remember anything else I'm telling you now, a couple of things I want you to remember. This is one of them. When you don't own a business, you spend the first 3 months out of every year working for Uncle Sam. I'm gonna say it one more time. When you don't own a business, and that's what we're talking about here, your right to own a business. When you don't own a business, you spend the first 3 months out of every year working for Uncle Sam. That's not me. That's just the truth. Okay? You're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. The fact is a fact. And that's been the truth since 1913. Not new truth, that's old truth. Ever since the tax code was put in place in 1913. And you need to create a system that creates freedom for you and your family. That means a system that will create income and cash flow for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Warren Buffett said it best. Until you learn how to make money in your sleep, you're going to work until you die. That sounds like just a general statement, but I say to people pretty much every day, 7 days a week, I said, all you have to do is ask yourself, who do you know around you that's free? Who do you know around who's been working 25, 30, 40, 50 years, and they're still working right now at 65 or 70 years old, still trying to figure out how to make a living? Okay. That question was posed to me when I was 28 years old. And the guy said, 1983, made that statement. He said, and don't take my word for it. Just look around at people who you know, been on a job for 25 or 30 years, 40 years, and ask yourself, would you like to be where they are right now? And the answer was a resounding no. Because everybody I know, all my aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, friends, strangers, teachers, professors in school, they were 55, 65, 70 years old and still clocking in 5 days a week. The system doesn't work. And so you build a distribution network that duplicates, that creates ongoing residual income. That's what we teach you to do. I'm gonna speed up so I won't, because I could keep you all night, man. I get quieter. So anyway, I already asked that question. Where would you like to be in the next 5 years? And if you keep doing what you did the last 5 years, the question always is, where will you be? And we all know these trite statements that seem so trite, but they're really important statements. That insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, if you've done something for 5 years, at the end of 5 years, you're not where you want to be, and do another 5 years, now we want to be, do another 5 years, you're not where you want to be. The system is broken, and driving you insane. You might not be insane, but it was driving you insane because I was 22 years old. I had only been on the job for 3 months, and I said, I'm not going to make it. I knew I wasn't going to make it at 65. I knew it at 3 months on the job. I said, and I had a great job. I said, I can't do this. I walked in one day after about a year on the job, and they had fired Lee Iacocca. I said, man, I'm out of here. I got to figure out how to get free. So in Wealth Builders Worldwide, we are an organization for entrepreneurs. We are teamed up with a company called FreeBay. FreeBay is a company that has views that are consistent with our mission and what we're doing. And our mission is simple: to liberate people all over the world in over 100 plus countries that wish to be liberated. FreeBay is the company. FreeBay is the company. They supply the product, the competition plan, everything, and they're located right there in the heart of Switzerland, Botenhofen, Switzerland. Founded in July. Okay. Important distinction. Everybody know the benefits of having business and entrepreneurship and banks in Switzerland. It gives us a sense of independence unlike any other. And so we're going to show you what we do the Wealth Builders way and how to make this thing a reality in your own life. Next slide. We go. Two main things. We do two main things. Number one, we save gold. And people don't understand. When I say save gold, the first thing I said, what? You got to be in business for yourself, say your own tax. The second I want you to understand, most important thing we do is teach people how to exchange dollars for gold. We've been taught, we worship this stuff. I think I got somewhere. We worship this stuff. Okay. And I ask people all the time, say, how much gold I got to buy? So you don't have to buy any gold. And by the way, you can't buy gold. Because what do you mean? You tell me to buy something? No, you can't. Because the first thing you need to understand is gold is money. Gold is money. Okay. Gold is recognized as money all around the world. This really is not. It's respected as currency, but those who understand what real money is, they know this is not money. This right here, this gold stuff, all these are 1 gram cards. All this is gold. You exchange this for this. You exchange this for this. That's all we teach people to do. Help us do the same thing. That's step number one. And watch this, and this is the most powerful statement I can make. And if you don't understand anything else except how to exchange these dollars for life cards, you're gonna win. We make this statement all the time, 7 days a week. Everyone wins on our team. Why? Because if you don't do anything but step one, learn how to exchange this for this, you're gonna win. Okay? We're gonna teach the importance of exchanging dollars for gold. Right now, I don't care who you are. If you have money sitting in the bank, you are losing. You are losing all the time. Okay? Go back. Was that the first slide? I saw you passed a couple. I wanted to comment on. Huh?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. Okay, right. This is all this is showing you what inflation has done to our dollars over the last 25, 30 years. We don't have to over analyze it. All of us can remember back. Some of us who are more mature, some of us were born in the late 50s can remember when a loaf of bread was like 20 cents and a gallon of gas was 20 cents. And you can go to McDonald's for 35 cents, get a hamburger, French fry, and a Coke for about 35, 40 cents. And you know you can't do that today. We use a basket of groceries because everybody can relate to buying groceries. When you go to the store, I don't know if $20 got you a basket that full, but $20 buy you more than $20 will buy you today. Most of us cannot. How many of you can remember when a half a gallon of milk was 50, 55 cents of half a gallon? And then you go in the store for a gallon of milk, it's $4, $4.50, $5, depending on where you live. Or now gasoline. Well, gasoline's down now. Most of us still remember gasoline got up to $2.50, $3 plus a gallon. That's back down in some places under $2 a gallon. That's inflation. Inflation is a hidden tax on the cost of living. That's one. Man, I could be on this. I could talk to you guys for 3 hours a night about how inflation has tricked us into thinking we're moving ahead when we haven't. You got people say, man, I make 50 grand a year. Yeah, but the problem is your 50 grand don't buy what 10 grand bought 40 years ago. So it has the things cost more, the dollar just buys less. Big difference. $20 just don't buy what it used to buy. Okay, there you go. That last basket showing you don't buy what it used to buy. You go to the store now, $20 is gone just like that. Remember back in the day when you said, man, I don't want to break this 20. When you break the 20, it's gone. Now we say, I don't want to break the 100 because when you break the $100 bill, it's gone. And then you don't want to get me started talking about the elimination of money. Look at putting your money in the bank. There's the best CD rates. The best CD rates now, okay? Because the bank will say, well, you put in your savings account, you're not getting the best dollar for your money. You're not getting the best dollar for your money if you put it in the CDs. I mean, if you put it in the bank in your savings account. So we want you to put it in a CD. What they want you to do is tie your money up for 1 to 3 to 5 years. And the longer they get to hold your money, the better the interest they're going to pay you on your money, which still comes out to be pennies. I mean, really, I mean, it still could be pennies, nothing. 1 year, 3 year, 5. So you go get him $2,000 to hold this for the next 5 years. At the end of the fact, these are the top banks you're talking about in the country, and you're still getting pennies on your dollar with the minimum deposit. Look at one, a Merit Bank there, minimum deposit 10,000. Okay, you lose. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's more proud about the bank that people don't even understand. Most people have never heard of the Dodd-Frank Act. The Dodd-Frank Act makes you a partner with the bank now. You put money in the bank in your savings account, you are now a partner with the bank, meaning this, that if the bank defaults, the bank have every right to go into your bank account and take your money and pay out their outstanding debt because the Dodd-Frank Act makes you a partner of the bank. As a partner and shareholder in the bank, you have the bank's liabilities and responsibilities. People are telling me, my money's safe in the bank. No, it's not anymore. I just got off the phone with a friend of my mother. They told me a friend of hers got all her money in a safe deposit, at a safe deposit box in the bank. I said, one, that's against the law. They tell you right there in the fine print, don't do that. Number two, that means it's the bank's money. So the bank find themselves in trouble. They go empty out every safe deposit box in the bank and take out every dollar cash they want to and say, we told you don't put cash in the bank. And you have no grounds to stand on because right there in the fine print, don't do that. Just little tidbits of information they won't teach us in high school, won't teach you in college. You have to find this stuff out on your own. The system is rigged. Keep the average person working their entire life. Not your fault. I tell you, hey, if you've been working 25, 30, 40 years, you haven't gotten hit, not your fault. Your responsibility, but not necessarily your fault because the system is stacked against you ever becoming financially independent. And I thank God every day I wake up, put my feet on the side of my bed, and I thank God that somebody at 20 years old stopped me and said, there is a better way. There's a 2 to 5 year plan for financial independence. Next slide, man. Whew, see, you know what, folks, you know how I'm getting cranked up because see, I wasn't excited. When I started, I just want to come up here and say hello. How you guys doing? Hey man, this thing is great and go about my business. But the more I explain, every time I explain this thing, I'm like selling myself every time I re-talk about it. I go, man, this is so logical. It makes so much sense. But we've been so conditioned all our life to think one way, go to school, got nothing against education. My wife and I both went to Hampton University, both graduated from Hampton University. My sister got a doctorate degree from Hampton University. I got 3 sisters, got advanced degrees, loaded house full of educated people, okay? But if you've been around long enough, education does not equate to money. Education might equate to a good job, it's not equate to independence. Go ahead, we can go forward, man. Don't, just you got to keep moving because I keep talking about this stuff. Hey, look, Dr. Sherman, I'll be talking about this stuff forever. Keep going. Next slide, man. I have you guys here all night. Okay. Watch. Here's an example you need to remember. This one right here, this is so simple. Think about this. $100,000 in 1932. You could have put it in gold or you could have put it on your mattress in the bank. Now we fast forward to today. Fast forward. That $100,000 is still $100,000. Now, this is what I mean. You can take $20 right now, your $20 bill, and stick it in your mattress. 10 years from now, it'll still be a $20 bill. It won't buy, you understand, what this $20 bill will buy today because the dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power and it continues to lose so. And by the way, every single paper currency, fiat currency ever created by man in the history of man has gone to its intrinsic value, which is zero. It's paper printed out of nothing. And now, see, this, Lord have mercy, God. Dr. Linda Spence, Johnson Spence, why you, man, you didn't tell me I was going to do
I'm in Del Mar, California, which is basically Beverly Hills.
Play the video, please.
I'm in Del Mar, California, which is basically Beverly Hills by the beach with my 1 ounce gold coin, where I'm going to try to sell it to these rich folks who have plenty of money. So this should be an easy sale. I need to pay my taxes, so I'm selling my 1 ounce gold coin.
Yeah.
Would you be interested? Just name a price, any price, and it's yours.
$1.
Over $5. Over $10.
No, I'm good.
We can go to Liberty Coin and Precious Metals and verify it's a real 1 ounce coin.
Why would I want that gold coin?
I don't know. I mean, who needs a gold coin these days, right?
Exactly.
We're selling 1 ounce gold coins today for $20. Would you be interested?
Oh, no thanks.
We could go to Liberty Coin and verify that it's real.
It's fine, thank you
No,
so much.
$20.
No, thank you.
Want to buy this 1 ounce gold coin from me for $20 today?
20 bucks? Nah.
No.
I got a quarter.
$20. We can go to Liberty Precious
Nah.
Metals and confirm that it's real.
Quarter.
$10.
No.
No.
Quarter.
No thanks.
Why do you want to sell it?
I gotta pay my taxes.
Oh, you don't okay. I'm fine.
You think that's a bad deal on your part?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah.
Come on.
Nah, dude.
1 ounce gold coin. We can go to Liberty Coin and Precious Metals and we can verify that it's real. It's just up the street.
That's all good, dude.
I like that hat. You want to trade me this 1 ounce gold coin for your hat?
No.
No. It's a real solid 1 ounce gold coin. Just want to trade it. No, it doesn't want to. Must be a valuable hat. Well, since nobody wanted a good deal, I guess I'll have to come here and cash it in at the coin dealer. Hello.
Hi, how can I help you?
I just want to sell my 1 ounce gold coin.
All right, what do we have here?
It's a 1 ounce American Eagle, gold eagle.
All right,
How much is that worth today?
let's see what we can give you today. 1634.70.
And that's $1,600.
Yes, it is. Would you like cash or a check?
Cash, please.
Cash. Here's the 70 cents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. And you don't need to see my ID or anything?
No, I do not.
Sounds good to me, bro. All right. I should have just came here first instead of trying to sell to the zombies on the street, huh?
Have a good one.
Thanks, buddy.
Now, that video helped me calm down. So thank you. Thank you for playing that. It helped me calm down. What's going on when you watch that video? There's two things going on. One is just the public's lack of knowledge or ignorance about the value of gold. And also there's other factor going on, trust, because somebody walk up to you and offer you something for 20 bucks. You feel like they're just trying to get you $20. And if you don't know anything about gold at all or about a gold eagle coin, then of course you won't give up your $20. But you think about what a person could have done. They could have converted $20 into $1,600 right there on the spot. And so all these slides you watch right now is trying to tell you the value. Everyone eventually will have a gold savings account. I mean, it's just inevitable. Next slide, we can go through the next slide. That car's trying to give you another example of what gold has done. That one chart I was showing you how $100,000 of gold turned into $4 million of gold since 1932. Think about that now. $100,000 of gold saved in 1932 today is worth over $4 million. Same with the car and purchasing power. That car was 1 kilogram of gold in 1920 or $645 a day. That same car is still 1 kilogram of gold, but it's $65,000. What happened? Did the car become more valuable? No, the dollar became less valuable. That's all. Okay, that's all. So anyway, so Freebay help you build generational wealth by saving gold and show you how to create residual income by teaching other people to save gold. Next slide. We're good. Become an affiliate costs you no cost, no money to join. Okay. And what do? We refer people. And people make such a big deal out of this in their head. It's most of our battle is dealing with people psychologically, getting them to understand that we're not doing anything we don't naturally do. I don't care who we are. If we go to a good movie, we refer it. Most churches are built by what? Word of mouth. Okay. You know, you start a small church, you might start in your home, might start it in a local school, might start in a local building. And as people hear about that word, about what's happening with that church, everything we build, most businesses start in word of mouth. Everything is done that way. It's common sense. We go see a good movie, we go tell everybody. We go to a good restaurant, we tell everybody. We find a good sale at some store, we tell everybody. Okay, we talk about stuff all the time. The difference, we just don't get paid to do it. The only thing happen with an affiliate program, a licensed e-commerce come like Freebay saying, we're going to pay you to do it. And there's a systematic way to do it for those who say, I want to make an extra $300-400 a month. You just randomly play with the thing. But those say, I like to make 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month and leave my job forever. Okay, there's a systematic way to go about building referrals and build this process of duplication. Next slide, we good, okay? And by the way, I have no idea what's gonna come on the slide. I just talk about it when I see it. Team profit sharing. And this is the thing what networking does that's so powerful. The minute you decide to get involved, yes, you can get involved in the free position and make money. But we have a way to accelerate that by what we call team profit sharing. When you participate in this process, you do it by starting the free position, yes, but then you go get a package. We have 3 separate packages. One we call the Evo Academy, one we call the Evo Expert, and one called the Evo Life. Evo stands for evolution. Our whole process is about educating and teaching people to grow. As John Maxwell talks about all the time, you're either growing or you're dying. And so we believe in this constant state of learning. I can't help it. I went to Hampton University, and Hampton University slogans always been education for life. Been there for 100 years, education for life. Okay, well, that's what really Freebie is all about, and that's what Wealth Builders Worldwide, most definitely is all about, is about teaching people to continually grow and continually learn. Okay, I heard a speaker a long time ago say that our only security in the future, this was 25, 30 years ago now, 30 plus years ago, our only security in the future is our ability to learn, change, and to adapt. The person that said that is by the name of Paul Zane Pilzer. He was 24, 25 years old at the time, and he was economic advisor to Ronald Reagan. That's how long ago. This was 1985, 86. He said, our only security is our ability to learn, change, and adapt. All those packages about you learn to change and adapt. But in this business, what those packages about is accelerating you to a rank in the company that will speed up your income. Not required, not mandatory. But you pick the package you want. And if you want to be at the top of the income bracket right away, not the very top, but to an advanced level in the income bracket, earning bracket right away, pick the Evo Life package. That's all you got to do. It's in your back office. We'll explain it, but no package required. You can earn commission in the free position. And so one of the things that Freebie has done is eliminate anyone's reason for not getting involved. The primary reason most people say they have not started a business because they don't have the money, or they don't have the experience, or they don't have the know-how. Well, we provide the know-how for free, and there's no money required to get started. However, if you have the resources, you get off to a faster start. So there's 6 ways to enjoy team profit sharing. By that, we mean you build a team. Here's the old African proverb, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go farther with a team. You can go fast by yourself, but there you can go further with a team. So direct sales, unilevel bonus, sponsor bonus, generation bonus, dual team bonus, long-term incomes. That's multiple streams of income under one umbrella. So you have to be trying to do 19 different things. We do one primary thing here is build a team of people who know the importance of saving and acquiring gold. Next slide. So direct sales bonus, that's number 1. I'm not gonna go through all these ways of making money, but direct sales is this. It's saying you're gonna get rewarded for what you do. You see the arrow pointing at 7%? Even in a free position, you're going to get a 7% referral bonus for anybody on this planet of 7.5 billion people in 140 countries that you happen to send to one of our, send to the Real Money info, send the Gold Rocks info to a live presentation. I didn't say you had to go show them. I said you sent them to a live presentation at 12 o'clock or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 days a week. And they sit there and they send anybody a presentation. They say, I'm in. They sign up. You're on a 7% commission for them getting started. Okay, if you decide to get you a package yourself, you sit there. You at 15% commission. Okay, so you got the Evo Academy package. Then you see the next arrow is going to take you up there 21% commission, and then the Evo Life will take you all the way up to 23% commission. That's the top commission you can earn by getting in by picking a package. You pick this. You got the Evo Academy, Evo Expert. And that top package says 23%. That's the Evo Life. Those are the 3 packages I was just alluding to on the last slide. So you say, well, I want to get that 23% right away. Great, get the Evo Life package. Okay, for 12 months, that Evo Life package, you're there for 12 months. You're at that rank for 12 months, regardless of what your team does, you're there. So now it's all on you. That means, so if you go out and enroll somebody and you have that 1-star Emerald package at 23%, every time you enroll somebody else to get a 1-star Emerald package, you're going to make $1,000. You will earn $1,000. That has nothing to do with building a team, has to do with your own personal initiative and what you do. So that's one of the first things we want to do in Freebay was to put you in a position to take control of your financial future. I tell people today, you enrolled in Freebay, you are now the CEO of your own company. You don't work for me. You don't work for the Shermans. You don't work for Ms. Dober. You don't work for Linda Johnson Spence. You're in business for yourself. Big difference. You're not by yourself. Okay, I'm here. Linda's not paying me a dime to be here. I'm here. We help. That's what we do. So you can go and enroll. There's no magic to 5. We just show 5 as an example. I had people say, how do I make $5 grand the first month? I said, go find 5 people who get the Evo Life package. You just make yourself $5,000. You didn't have to ask the boss. You have to go to the Small Business Administration. You have to go to your bank, ask for a loan. All you have to do is start the dream and go take action. Let's go to the next slide. That's direct sales. Oh, and by the way, you can tell as many people as you want to tell. The second way, you level bonus. The income potential is unlimited. And that rank that you buy into at 1-star Emerald, because you got the Emerald Evo Life package, that's the rank you started at, but we don't know what your rank's going to be till the month's over because the rank is based on volume. So when you create the volume, okay, you're going to get the rank anyway. And the rank will also give you see that income box that'll pop up on the right-hand side there, you see potential income all up to 3-star between $500 to $1,000 per month. Then it goes up to the next level, slow down for a little bit, go back for a little bit. I wanted to show that volume so you can see that income if you can. We can go back a little bit right there, okay. You see potential monthly income, 1,000, 8,000, potential monthly income. That's 6 figures a year. So by the time you're a 2-star Ruby, you're talking making over $100,000 a year, but it's based on volume. What's the volume? You see those columns, that's volume. That's people on your team. Then watch this. You don't have to become a master, understand. This is the whole compensation plan on one piece of paper. You do not have to become a master. Here's what you need to master. Save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. That's it. The multi-million-dollar software that's given to you the day you enroll, it's going to track all this. So you don't have to hire an accounting staff to do all this stuff. You don't have to have staff to track the paperwork. There's no paperwork. There's nothing for you to do except consistently drive people to the information. Next slide. Go ahead. We good. Potential income over $1 million a year. And that's already happened. So, you know, we're not experimenting here, folks. They say a person with an experience is never at the mercy of someone with a theory. That's why I can speak about this business with conviction, because networking, this industry has bought every single meal, every home, every car, everything I've driven, every trip, every vacation, everything I've done for the last 25 years of my life. I'm not experiencing, I have zero doubt about what the potential is and what we're doing. You got the sponsor bonus, you go ahead. Every time you sponsor somebody, you're gonna earn money. Next slide, please. So there's how to maximize your income is what? Pick one of these packages. Not mandatory. I want to say it one more time. It is not mandatory. You see that? Affiliate position free. You say, well, I want to accelerate my income. Great. Get an Evo Academy for Life. Okay. That makes you that 1-star Sapphire. You got that 2-star Sapphire, excuse me. It's €480. That's about $500+. You got the Evo Expert, 1820 euro. You got the Evo Life. That's €4,700. That's for the year. One time for the year. You're set for the year. Okay. So no matter what happens volume wise, you're still going to get paid. So now the question always becomes, and this is our biggest challenge, folks. I say it in the beginning, what is our biggest challenge? Is to convince a person that they're worth more than $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year. Okay, there is no amount of money, by the way. You're worth any amount of money could be paid to you, because all you have to do is have some, we don't understand our life, our value until our life is truly threatened. Get threatened with a life altering disease or condition, and you realize you take $1 billion to extend your life. Or let one of your children get threatened with a life-threatening illness, and you realize how unimportant money is. We need money. We got to pay the mortgage. We got to pay the rent. We got to pay the bills. We got to drive cars. We got to eat food. We got to keep some lights. Those things are necessary, okay? But they're still secondary. But the name of the game is to get free. I tell you, if you get free to what? Be what? Freedom means time and money. Get free to be yourself. Get free to be a full-time father, a full-time husband, a full-time grandparent, a full-time friend. It's hard to do those things when you sell them 46 hours a week to a job. So the question is, can you do this? Yes, you can. Anybody here at 98.6 and breathing can share a video. Anybody can drive someone to the realmoney.info. Okay, anyone can do that. No college education required, no degree required. No 2 hours of training session required. Pick up the phone and say, man, you got to watch this video called The Real Money.info, or you got to be at this presentation tonight at 9 o'clock. This thing's incredible on goldrocks.info. Doesn't cost you a dime, man. Get a cup of tea, cup of coffee, sit down in front of your laptop, or go to your phone. You ain't got to go to the laptop. Just go to your phone and put in goldrocks.info. It comes up, and the private password. Okay, I'm not going to give it to you here because you might want to display this, and we don't like to put the private password on social media because the invitation is by invitation only. We ain't spamming everybody in the world. If you don't get a personal invitation, you can't come. Invite people to the presentation. How many people do you invite to the presentation? How much money you want to make and how fast do you want to make it? And then we stop and we have a question and answer session now after every presentation because we made this major transition and shift. And we know people have questions, especially people who have been around for a while. And so we answer those questions. And this is just a start, folks. I have given you just a tip of what we're doing. Next slide. So after the president, there's a whole support 24/7. Look at all these folks, all various backgrounds, ethnicities, and look, and many of them are full-time in the business. Okay. And there's a schedule. You want to take the workload off you? J. Paul Getty said, I would rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. That's what this is all about. This is about leverage. Man, this is about leverage. Okay. Look, there's my phone ringing. Talk to him later. Okay. 3 types of people that see this presentation. First one says, man, you know what? You had me at hello. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. And then the second one says, yeah, sounds good, but it sounds too good to be true. And I ask some questions. That's why we do the question and answer session after every presentation. And the next one says, I just want to be a customer. I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want to sell anybody. I just want to be a customer. You know, we say, get in where you fit in. Let people be a customer. Let me share this with you. There's no way a person going to be a consistent customer. And once they start understanding the true value of gold and not want to tell their family, friends, and anybody they love. When I started saving gold in 2013, November 2013, 7 years ago, gold was $1,100 an ounce. Now it goes over $1,900 an ounce. Gold hit $2,000 an ounce this year. As the dollar goes down, price of gold goes up. Okay, you're gonna want to share with other people. Okay, that's it. That's the presentation. Normally, the professionals I work with, they can do it in 30 minutes, but I got too many stories to tell, so it always takes me 45 minutes or longer. Okay, but that is the presentation, folks. You can feel free to share this with anybody, but if I can say anything, I'll say share with people and then say plug in. Let the system do all the heavy work, especially if you're busy. And I know if you're a pastor stuff, you're busy. Become an affiliate. People say, become an affiliate, become a customer. Which one should I become? I say always become an affiliate. You know why? Because you're not going to accidentally get a check as a customer. But as an affiliate, you can say, I don't want to do the business. The price of the gold is the same. The price of all the products is the same. Okay. The advantage of being an affiliate is you could accidentally get paid. Okay. So click one or the other, but becoming an affiliate, I always tell people, become an affiliate. It's the same thing, same information. Okay. Come doesn't ask for anything personal from you, name, address, phone number, email, and you're good to go. Your account is set up. It's easy to set up a free gold savings account with freebies than is over a bank account in a traditional bank. Anyway, let's see. Any other slides we got? Thank you for your attendance. All right, there we go.
Wow.
And I do this again tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on goldrocks.info. Okay, at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we do it every single night. And by the way, we do it at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time every day. Now, here's the thing. I promote them all, but I heavily promote every day. To me, I work this part of the business like it's a job. Between 7 and 9 o'clock, I'm texting, calling, inviting people in the 9 o'clock present. I do it every day like it's a job. And it's not. I do it because I love to do it, but I treat it like it's a job. Between 7 and 9, I'm on the phone. And by the way, I might be tied up doing something, can't really watch the presentation at 9, but I'm inviting people every day because it's just numbers. Okay, anybody else? Anybody got any questions, comments, suggestions?
Well, Mr. Best, I'd just like to say I really appreciate you and always listening to your presentation. You bring the fire to this presentation, and you bring so much knowledge, passion, and just give us that push, that drive to keep moving forward no matter what life brings in our pathway. So I'm just grateful tonight. There is a question I think several of our members may have, and you may or may not be able to answer, not pertaining to the presentation, but is there a delay on getting the goal that has been requested? So, several of our members are
Yeah.
asking it.
Yes, but that's pretty much been settled. It still takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery goal. That's normal delivery time. We actually got behind the delivering goal for a lot of reasons. I don't like to come up with reasons, and I know Dr. Sykes never had to come up with excuses and reasons for stuff like COVID and all those things. But everything that's been going on has affected the delivery of goal. Okay, but if you on Facebook, and I say plug it on Facebook, everything that's going on, because that's one of the primary ways we communicate everything, because it's an open forum, so there's no subterfuge. Okay, and so what I'm getting at is that look, I got 2 shipments of gold this past week. Okay, that I had ordered way back in May and June, and so all gold's been delivered. But it's normally like a 4 to 6 week process anyway for gold to be delivered. And believe me, you can count the gold coming to you. And one of the reasons why is because that's the primary staple of what we do. We believe you need to have at least 100 grams of physical gold in your possession. That's your security blanket as far as money goes. If this thing should collapse and have no value, these dollars, then what are you going to eat with? What are you going to exchange with? It's going to be gold. And that's why about 17 countries made gold legal tender. So to answer the question, yes, the gold's been delivered, and yes, there's a delay, but you will get all your gold. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem. Next question. And by the way, and if I don't know the answer, look, Linda Johnson Smith to tell you, I'm so quick to say I don't know. Many people just stop calling me. Okay, because if I don't know, I say I don't know. Okay, I may say I don't know, I'll find out. But sometimes I just say I don't know, because I don't have any exclusive conduit to the company where they give me secret information they don't give you guys. I'm exposed to the same information you get, well, most of the time. I've been on the board, so I do get a little bit some inside information. But if I do get inside information, it's like a day before you get it. Not like I got 6 months of insight in where we go in the next 6 months. No. Okay.
Can you elaborate a little on the G999 and the urgency of really connecting?
Let me tell you. Let's put it to this way, folks. I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. You heard me, if you were plugged in to the last couple of days, you heard me say, I have made a commitment that I'm going to make it a priority to become an expert in cryptocurrency, or at least competent in that area over the next 90 days. Okay. But this is what I know. But I've learned how to listen to experts, people who are really knowledgeable about what they're talking about, like Mike Delco. And we had a lot of folks on the team who are cryptocurrency experts. And I've learned how to listen to people who the billionaires who are behind the project. Okay. And I was told 2 years ago, get all the coin you can. Okay. I followed instructions. I accumulated all the coin I could. Okay. And now the instructions, go set up your G99 account, because the billionaire behind that, putting that together, you understand, for those who don't know, that was just promoted in Times Square. Okay, the introduction of the G99 coin was just promoted in Times Square. The G99, that's what they call a utility coin, meaning that is nothing backing that coin, but that's okay. Bitcoin is a utility coin. Okay, Ripple utility coin. All these utility coins out there have shown as much as 1,000, 2,000% growth over the last 2-3 years. Okay, and they didn't have the substantial kind of backing that we have with this new G99 coin that's just been introduced. And then all the KBC coin, for those that most of you guys are new, so you don't even know this. So it's not even relating to you. What I'm trying to say is that I knew very little about coin. I just did what was suggested I do, because it was only pennies a coin. So I got millions of coin, all about to be converted to the G99 coin. Now, the V99 coin, that's a stable coin. Now, I'm not deep, so I'm trying to keep this as simple as I possibly can. A stable coin is a coin backed by something substantial, like the dollar. The number one stable coin, the only stable coin I know of in the marketplace, is what they call US Tether, TETHER. Okay. Now, how do people use a stable coin? They make profits. These other coins can go like Bitcoin. Use Bitcoin as an example. I don't want to complicate this. Bitcoin could be $10,000 a day a coin and $12,000 tomorrow and $9,000 on Monday. That's very volatile. Goes like utility coins. They go up and down. A stable coin is like gold. It go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. You don't lose big massive amounts of money. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope it does. Now, so Tether is a stable coin. Tether as a coin does $40 billion of transactions a day. Now, wait a minute. They said only 28 million people on the planet are involved in the cryptocurrency space right now. Most people on this planet don't even understand this, what's going on in cryptocurrency, and yet it does $40 billion of transactions. By transaction, I mean, I move some coin to Linda, Linda moves some coin back to me, we move some coins to the Sherman, Sherman moves some coin to you. That's what I mean by transactions. They do $40 billion of transactions. Then why? Because most people in the crypto space at nighttime, they want to move their coin over to US Tether because it's a stable coin and they can sleep well at night, don't wake up and they've lost 20, 30, 40, 50, $1 million overnight while they were asleep. Because in the daytime, they can sit there and be trading and catch up with it all the time. Now, I say I don't know a lot about it, but I know more than I let on. Okay. Let's see. I know a lot more than I let on. Now watch this. Our V99 coin is a stable coin. It's not a coin, it is actual gold, folks. Every single coin is worth 1/10 of a gram of gold, meaning the coin's not going to be issued if there isn't money in the bank to back the coin up. Now, nothing is more stable as money than gold. And the marketplace don't even know this coin is coming out. The people know this coin is coming out or people in Free Bay. You talk about first move advantage. We know this coin is coming out. You want to start saving all the life cards you can because the life cards, that's the gold card from Free Bay, is what's going to be utilized to do what? Exchange for the V99. I had a lady up there talking about, say I got 10,000, I said, go get 10,000 life cards. I said, why? And then here's what's going to happen. When she turned those life cards into 10,000 V99 coins, and those coins are put in the marketplace, now that's a coin that is gold that's creating dividends. So it's not just the gold that's going in value, it's creating revenue every single day, day in and day out for that person who has that V99 coin, but it's also going up in value because it's backed by gold, but not backed by gold, because it is gold. So as the gold goes up, the revenue goes up. Now, if a coin backed by the dollar can do $40 billion a day, what can this coin do that is gold? It's going to revolutionize the marketplace now. By the way, sir, this is so above my head. Leave, just relax, take a deep breath and do a simple thing. Save all the life cards you can and be in a position to transfer those to the V99 coin, and you're going to get this thing because I'm going to tell you something. The marketplace is going to force you into the crypto, the what they call electronic or cryptocurrency space, whether you want to be there or not. See, people don't even understand. I was talking to my mother. My mother's 83 years young. I said, well, you don't understand. This is being forced upon you anyway. Okay, a law just was passed that every single bank here in North America is going to be required to make an e-wallet available for every single customer. An electronic wallet, that's cryptocurrency. That's what cryptocurrency, an electronic wallet. Now, can we walk around? I'm telling you, 5 years from now, remember this come, 5 years, if you see people walk around with this, it's going to take a serious act of God to keep this in play 5 years from now. Because there are powers we don't want you to keep this, because see, the government can't track this. I can take this $20, do whatever I want to do with it. But if I put all your money on a little card that looks like a credit card, I put all your money on something like this, and you can't spend unless you do this, then I know what you're doing every single dime. That's what this is all about control. But cryptocurrency is about freedom and independence. But the government is about control. So then watch. Well, I'm getting back to answer questions. You didn't ask me a question. Every time you ask me a question, I got a 10-minute answer. Now watch this. This is important. So you said, well, the government can't make anybody do anything. I said, no, they can't, but they can show enough bribe you. He said, what? I said, if the government says, you know what, we're going to give everybody $1,500, but in order to get that $1,500, you got to go to your bank and apply for this electronic wallet card. There'll be 100 million people at the bank on Monday morning applying. Okay, the government says, yes, we got your social security check. We no longer sending you a check. We no longer deposit your account. We deposit on your electronic wallet card. Every senior citizen is gonna have one. Yeah, we got your EBT benefits, but that's no longer we sent in a check. It's already on a debit card. They've already put it on the card. Okay, so that's already happening. Remember, everybody remember food stamps? Then food stamps came with little coupons. Then coupons, all of a sudden now you got an EBT card. They know exactly what you're doing. You should sneak to the place and buy some Oreos and grape juice and wine with their food stamps. Can't do that now. Okay. They have people take the food stamps, go to the grocery. Look, man, I just need $200. I'm gonna give you $300 of food stamps. And groceries are doing it illegal. Grocery stores were doing it. I'm giving some history, man. See, I've been around too long. That's how when you get old like me, you got all this history. How do I know that? Because I got a relative who was doing it. When they caught him doing it, they put him in jail for 8 months. Okay, he was just trying to help the community out. They come in and say, man, I got to pay my light bill. Here's $200 of food stamps. Give me $200. They go pay the light bill with it. When they finally caught up, when they said, no, you can't do that, man. You're going to jail 8 months. Okay, man, this is serious stuff going. So now let's get back to the V99 coin. So you want to save all the life cards you can to be prepared for the V99. Now I'm gonna tell you what's exciting. I'm gonna tell you what got me up at night. I mean, some of you saw a prelude about a week ago if you were plugged in to the DBV package that's coming out. Okay, this DBV package is still working on it. Got some legal stuff they got to get straight with it. Again, that's the powers that be don't want you independent. Okay, this package will allow you to buy this package. This package is going to give you so many V999 coins, and based on the coins you have, it's going to spit off residual income to you every single day. You never got to recruit a person. Now understand, folks, 37 years in industry, 4 books. This has never been done where you can acquire one product one time and it pays you for life. And wait a minute, this is the other thing I didn't talk about. And everything you do here is an asset builder. Okay, scripture says a good man, I say / woman, leaves an inheritance for their children's children, right? Every time you exchange dollars for gold, this gold I have, look, folks, this right here is over an ounce of gold, okay? So I don't want you to think I'm talking to you. This just have me sit on my desk. It's been on my desk for the last 2-3 weeks. I keep put it somewhere, but anyway, look. This is a private conversation I'm having here now. You guys know this. This right here is probably close to about $25,000-$30,000 of gold on my desk. But some of these are 5-gram cards. Right here. Okay. I'm not talking to talk. I'm walking the walk, man. I got plenty of gold and coins. Okay. But it's not mine. It's my son's. A 35-year-old and a 20-year-old. I'm 65. I don't need no more cars. I don't need more stuff. Okay. I'm at an age where I'm not excited about going to Hawaii. Been enough times I lost count. I'm not excited about going on vacation to the Caribbean. I've been enough times too. I like hanging around. I'm at an age where vacation meals, some good DVD and some food. So anyway, and Linda Johnson Smith, we don't want to eat enough. She know. My wife and I said, where are we going to eat when that meeting's over? Anyway, so I hope that answered your question. You want to get the V99. I hope that answers the question as to why. What's the difference between the two? Okay.
I think we lost Linda, Mr. Best.
We lost Linda?
Yeah. I hope that did answer the question.
Look, if you got any more questions, I promise I'm gonna answer those questions in less than a minute.
No, I don't have any more questions. You've taken enough time and you shared with us, and I really want to be appreciative of your time. I thank you so much. You've explained it quite well. What we're trying to do is get people to come out of their complacency. This is something that anyone can do. Mm-hmm. If you're able to share some information with people and you point them in certain directions, this is something that you can do. Yeah. It really is a question of do you want to take the time to do it?
That's it.
And how much time you want to involve in it. And we thank you so much for your time, Mr. Best, sharing with us. You have explained it quite well. Would you like to make some closing remarks? Because we're going to share this. It's being recorded. We'll share this on Facebook, and we'll give this to some of the other people. So if you're watching this and someone has invited you to watch this, get back with them. They can put you right in touch with what you need to do to start right now, whether this is morning, afternoon, evening, late night, early morning. You can start right now.
Right now.
You have internet access. You can do this right now. In a few minutes, you can be on your way to changing your life and those around you. Would you like to have some closing statements, Mr. Bass?
Thank you for those, but that's the truth right now. The second thing I would say is that 9 o'clock tonight, of course, get on GoRocks.info, share with any of your friends, anybody who want to see it, and just get started and plug in everything we're doing. I mean, I think you said it, Apostle Sherman there, that all you want to do is get this information out to people. And that's all we're doing, folks, is sharing it. And I believe the day is going to come when everybody's going to get this message and understand the importance of saving gold. They'll understand the importance of having cryptocurrency. This is one of those rare moments where you can turn pennies into, think about this, you own 1 million coin, which might have cost you $10,000. That coin go to $1, you're a millionaire. Bitcoin went to $20,000. Coin go to $1, you're a millionaire. Okay, but the coin go to $10. See, we're about to witness, as people of the cloth, you heard the statement, the transfer of wealth. We're about to witness the greatest transfer of wealth the world has ever seen. We've been having from church after church some of the wealth transfer for the last 20 years. But I believe for a wealth transfer to take place, there must be some way to facilitate that wealth transfer. And I believe what we're witnessing right now is the greatest transfer of wealth this world has ever seen. It's taking place right in front of us, but only if you're on the right side of the information. So, hey guys, thank you very much for your time. At 9 o'clock, we got a presentation, and I'll be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock doing the presentation again on goldrocks.info. So thank you again to the Shermans. Thank you, Linda Johnson Spence. Hey, thank you for participating, Marilyn Dobie. Great to see your face again. And God bless, guys. Thank you. And see you.
Thank you, Mr. Best.
Yes.
Peace and blessings. Thank you so much.
Hey, by the way, let me say this too, guys. Let me say about Miss Linda Johnson Spence. I've been around for 37 years. I'm impressed with a lot of people, but I am so super impressed with the tenacity, the courage, the persistence of this woman. I am blown away. I don't like to travel. She got me to come to Raleigh. She'll tell you, I don't have to travel anywhere. I've done less than 100 meetings to build an organization of 100,000 people. And she got me to Raleigh, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times. But her commitment, man, and her vision, you guys can't have a better upline. I'm talking about her availability and her understanding that, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna close on this, that this is not a physical battle win. I really believe this is spiritual war on a whole nother level. But you can't sell the program like that because people think you just, trying to take advantage of the situation. Okay. But the reason she and I think connect because we understand that and we're in the battle. And I believe when you start talking about freeing people, it becomes a spiritual war. It's not a physical one, it's a spiritual one. Because it's so logical, everybody should do it. Why don't they do it? Because they're